Let's take up electronic configuration and some of the properties of the first series of transition elements. This is scandium 21. Electronic configuration is 3d14s2. Remember, for ions, first electron will be lost from 4s orbital and then from 3d orbital. So in scandium plus 1, we will have 3d1, 4s1. Scandium plus 2 will have 3d1, and scandium plus 3 will have the same electronic configuration as argon, and that is the reason that scandium plus 3 is most stable. In titanium, plus 2 will have 3d2, plus 1 is not formed easily, 3d2 and 4s1, and plus 3 has got 3d1. Plus 4 will have 3d0, which will be most stable. In vanadium, when first electron is lost, we will have 4s1. When second electron is lost, we will have 3d3. And in plus 3 oxidation state, we have 3d2. Plus 5 is most stable because that will be 3d0. In chromium, plus 3 is most stable, 3d3, because T2g orbitals are most stable. What do you mean by T2g orbitals? 5d orbitals undergo splitting and they divide into two sets. One is called T2g, another is called Eg orbitals. So T2g are half filled, that's why chromium plus 3 is quite stable. Mn plus 2 is quite stable because it has 3d5 electronic configuration, and that is why its third ionization energy is extremely high. Manganese can show oxidation state up to plus 7 by losing all the electrons by sharing all the electrons of d orbitals. It cannot lose 7 electrons, but it can share 7 electrons and show plus 7 oxidation state. Iron predominantly shows plus 2 and plus 3 oxidation state. No doubt plus 3 oxidation state is most stable because it has got half-filled d orbitals. Cobalt shows plus 2 and plus 3. So in plus 3 it has got 3d6, plus 2 it has got 3d7. Nickel shows plus 2, so 3d8. If plus 3 is unstable, 3d7 is also formed. Copper shows plus 1 and plus 2 has 3d9. Plus 1 is 3d10, plus 3 is never shown. Zinc only shows plus 2, which has got 3d10 electronic configuration. Enthalpy of atomization is lowest in zinc because it has weak metallic bond, and from scandium onwards, there is irregular trend of enthalpy of atomization. Scandium has low, titanium has high, vanadium has even higher, then it decreases from 515 to 397. It again, manganese has got very low because of broken crystal lattice. Again it increases from 416, 425, 430. In copper, again it is less because of weak metallic bond. So there is irregular variation of enthalpy of atomization, and reason we have discussed. These are the 4D transition series where these values are given. These are first ionization enthalpy. 3D transition series, values of first ionization enthalpy, second ionization enthalpy, and third ionization enthalpy. In general, we will find ionization enthalpy goes on increasing up to, this is scandium, titanium, vanadium, chromium, manganese. Up to manganese, it goes on increasing, and third ionization energy of manganese is very high because Mn plus 2 is quite stable. After that, it decreases, then increases, then it goes on increasing till zinc. Similarly, second ionization energy also, first it increases up to manganese and then it decreases, then again it increases and goes on increasing till zinc. Metallic and ionic radii, once we have 164, which is highest, it goes on decreasing till chromium, then it increases. Iron, cobalt, nickel have almost same, and copper has slightly more and zinc has got higher. Ionic radius plus 2 is not formed in these two elements, scandium and titanium. Others form plus 2, and in general we find that it first increases, then decreases, and decrease is not very appreciable. Zinc plus 2 ion is higher. Plus 3 is formed all the elements except copper and zinc, and tiny radii of +3 goes on decreasing till this scandium, titanium, vanadium and chromium, then it almost remains same, and manganese and iron, then cobalt and nickel almost have same ionic radii in +3 oxidation state. Reduction potential of M+2 and M are given. This is -1.63, which is lowest, and then it increases manganese and titanium. Scandium, titanium, manganese and vanadium have the same electrode potential. This is iron, cobalt, nickel, copper and zinc. Copper has got positive reduction potential because of high enthalpy of atomization and high ionization energy. For +3 to +2, we have got few values. This is for titanium, vanadium, manganese, iron, cobalt, nickel. This first is scandium, second is titanium, after that is vanadium. Then we have chromium, manganese, iron and cobalt. Density goes on increasing down the group except zinc has lower density and copper and nickel have almost same density. Let's take up each property in detail. Due to increase in nuclear charge and especially effective nuclear charge, there is increase in ionization enthalpy due to decrease in atomic size in transition metals, but variations are very small. The trends in the third ionization enthalpy is not compensated by the 4s orbital factor and shows the greater difficulty of removing an electron from 3d5 in manganese +2 because it is quite stable, and in zinc +2, third electron cannot be removed at all due to completely filled d orbital. In general, the third ionization enthalpies are quite high and there is marked break between the values of Mn+2 and iron +2 because Mn+2 is quite stable. Ferrous is not stable. It readily changes to ferric, and ferric has 3d5, which is more stable. The high value of copper, nickel and zinc indicate that there is difficult to obtain oxidation state greater than 2 in these cases. Their +2 oxidation state is quite stable and +3 is unstable in nickel and not formed in copper and zinc. Let's take up oxidation state of first row of transition metals. Scandium only shows +3 oxidation state. Titanium shows +2, +3, +4, +4 is most stable. Vanadium +5 is most stable. Chromium shows all the +2, +3, +4, +5, +6, but +3 and +6 are most stable. +3 are most stable due to half-filled T2G orbitals, and chromium +6 is most stable because d orbital is empty. Manganese shows largest number of oxidation state because it has got maximum number of unpaired electrons, 5 unpaired electrons, 4s2, 3d5, 7 valence electrons, +7, +2 are most stable. Iron shows +2 and +3, +3 is +2 and +3 are more stable, +4 and +6 are rarely shown. Cobalt shows +2, +3, +3 it shows in complex compound, +4 is rarely shown. Nickel +2 is most stable, +3 and +4 are rare. Copper +1 and +2 is more stable. Zinc only shows +2 oxidation state. So scandium does not show variable oxidation state because after losing 3 electrons it becomes stable. Similarly, zinc also does not show variable oxidation state because after losing 2 electrons its d orbital is complete. The variability of oxidation state, which is characteristics of d block elements, are due to incompletely filled d orbitals in such a way that oxidation state will differ by unity, vanadium +2, +3, +4 and +5. Whereas in p block elements it differs by 2 generally due to inert pair effect. Low oxidation states are found when the complex compound has got ligands, strong field ligand. For example, in nickel tetracarbonyl or tetracarbonyl nickel is in 0 oxidation state, pentacarbonyl iron is in 0 oxidation state. Similarly, chromium COs 6 times, also chromium will be in 0 oxidation state. Because this carbonyl group is capable of forming sigma bond as well as pi bond, which is quite strong even in 0 oxidation state.